Thank you very much for participating early this morning. I am Hae-Soo Park, the moderator of today's event. It is a pleasure to meet you. We will now begin STEPI, International Symposium 2020. STEPI International Symposium 2020 will be held under the title Innovate STI Policy, STI Responding to COVID-19 Era and Digital Transformation. It is being organized by STEPI and is being sponsored by the Ministry of Science and ICT. To prevent the spread of COVID-19, we are holding this conference with only a handful of speakers and VIPs gathered offline, and it is being broadcast online. And I would like to thank once again the guests who are participating via online and offline. And we will now be hearing the opening remarks of the president of STEPI. Please give him a big hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am Jo Hwang-hee, the president of STEPI. First of all, I would like to extend my gratitude to all of you for joining us here today despite your busy schedules. I would also like to extend my gratitude to Mr. Chung Byung-sun, the first Vice Minister of Science, ICT, ROK, Professor Dundar Kocaoglu of PICMET, as well as all the speakers from home and abroad for joining us at this symposium today. Due to COVID-19, our society is going through various changes. Unlike the previous years, we are holding the STEPI International Symposium online, and we cannot meet you face to face. That is one of the examples of the changes that we're experiencing in our daily life. Currently, we are faced with myriad challenges across various domains. We have to adapt to these changes in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic, and across the economy and society, we have to build a flexible, resilient, and sustainable system. In this context, science, technology, and innovation are becoming increasingly more important. STEPI is a global think tank responsible for policy research into science, technology, and innovation. We carry out socioeconomic analysis in the wake of COVID-19, and also we project changes in the international order by publishing future outlooks. We also have mid to long-term strategies at the national level in order to respond to the pandemic. Also, we have a series of forums for post-COVID-19 era, and also we do policy research into science and technology policies to proactively respond to the pandemic. And also we propose the future direction for global science and technology cooperation, as well as to build a smart city for the public. I would like to take this opportunity to wish for a successful discussion in terms of how the different countries are using innovation to respond to COVID-19, and also so that we can have constructive discussions about the future direction of science, technology, and innovation policies in the era of new normal. STEPI will continue to do its best to develop science and technology at the national level, and also have cooperation from home and abroad in order to lead innovation. I would like to once again thank you all for being with us here today. Thank you. Thank you very much. We had the opening speech from President of STEPI. We have to adapt to the changes in the wake of COVID-19, and also we have to emphasize the importance of science and technology and innovation in order to respond to the challenge of the pandemic, which makes the symposium more meaningful.
Next, we will be hearing from the First Vice Minister of the Ministry of Science and ICT, Mr. Byung-sun Jung. Due to COVID-19, we will be receiving his message via recorded video. Hello, everyone. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am the First Vice Minister of Science and ICT, Byung-sun Jung, and I would like to congratulate the holding of the International Symposium 2020 under the title Innovate STI Policy, and I would like to thank the president of STEPI, Hwang Hee-jo, and other staff for for preparing today's symposium. And despite the difficult situations, I would like to thank the experts from home and abroad and participants for participating in today's event. Due to the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic, globally, countries are faced at a historic turning point. Under such circumstances, we must ask fundamental questions about our society and future generation. And in this sense, I think that today's topic and title of the International Symposium, which is Innovate STI Policy, STI Responding to COVID-19 Era and Digital Transformation, is very meaningful and timely. Due to COVID-19, the world is undergoing accelerated change. Amid such seismic change, we need to take on a proactive attitude to seize this as an opportunity rather than considering this just as a crisis. And it will become an opportunity for us to enhance our national competitiveness. For the past 50 years, science and technology played a leading role in the development of economy and society in Korea. In responding to COVID-19, we utilized our technology to develop a diagnosis kit very quickly, and this set an example in our quarantine system. In addition, we are working hard to develop treatments and vaccines. We are also preparing a new era after the coronavirus era, and we will prepare for a digital New Deal and a Green New Deal. In addition, we will innovate technology by integrating technology and innovation-oriented values with human-centered values. And due to these global issues, we need international cooperation. Through this forum, we hope to identify what new opportunities and challenges are out there. And I would like to thank all of the participants for taking time out of their busy schedules. And once again, I would like to thank the organizers for preparing today's forum. And I hope that we can discuss many ideas and also gain insights. And I hope that this leads to better policies. I would like to extend my best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much. We heard from the First Vice Minister, Byung-sun Chung.
Today, we will talk about how to use STI policy to improve national competitiveness and also pull together wisdom in the face of the global pandemic. Next, we will have a congratulatory speech from President Dundar Kocaoglu of PICMET. Professor Kocaoglu sent his message from Portland, US. We'll meet him via video.
President Hwang Hee-cho and Vice Minister Byung-sun Chung of the Ministry of Science and ICT. It's my pleasure to congratulate STEPI for organizing such an incredible symposium at such a critical time on such an important topic. We are going through a pandemic that is not similar to anything we've seen before, but worse. The health problem comparable to what we are seeing today around the world was more than 100 years ago, in 1918, the previous one. So for the more than 100 years, the world has not experienced a crisis like this. We're learning. We're learning to do things differently, to think differently, to act differently. And when we have a critical problem like that, we're looking for solutions. And we see that a major part of the solution lies with science, technology, and innovation. Technology by itself cannot solve all the problems in the world. But there are very few problems that can be solved without serious involvement of technology. I congratulate STEPI on behalf of PICMET, Portland International Center for Management of Engineering and Technology, to take on this role, take the leadership, and have this incredible symposium on Innovate STI policy, STI responding to COVID-19 era and digital transformation. I would also like to thank STEPI for hosting and being the primary sponsor of our forthcoming conference, PICMET 19, that will be held in Daejeon City on August 8th through 12th, 2021. It's going to be built on the same topic. It's going to expand the topic. There will be about 300 or so papers from around the world. Those who manage technology or develop technology policies, science, technology, innovation policies, do this by combining technological system, political system, social system, economic system, environmental system, legal system, and ethical system. Well, considering them simultaneously, because the issues are very complex. And looking at the outline of this symposium, I see that STEPI has done that. Once again, I congratulate STEPI, and I welcome all of the participants on behalf of PICMET and wish you a successful symposium.
메시지를 보내주신
President Kocaoglu, as well as the first Vice Minister Chung Byung-sun, for sending video messages to congratulate us.